But for Mussolini, their main aim was to prepare the Italian economy for war. The first armed conflict came with a popular rising in Libya, Italy's most important colony.
The Italians had become increasingly ruthless. They'd use mass rapes, desecration of mosques, rounding up civilians into concentration camps, mass starvation, the use of chemical weapons against civilians and guerrilla combatants.
Hundreds of people killed between 1929 and 1932 in the pacification of Libya, as it was called. So it's really outside of Italy, in the foreign wars, the colonial campaigns, that fascism showed its particularly violent and brutal side.
In 1933, Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany. Mussolini regarded Hitler as a junior partner who had copied him in his rise to power, but he was jealous of Germany's military power.
He realized that Hitler's rise to power was going to destabilize the situation in Europe, and this destabilization would begin to open a window of opportunity for Italy's action.
Ettore Ovazza, the Jewish banker, worried that this was potentially a tragic turning point for Italian Jews. But to his relief, Mussolini ridiculed Hitler's racial theories.
Nothing will make me believe that biologically pure races can be shown to exist today.
But in 1934, when two Turin Jews were caught smuggling anti-fascist literature into Italy, some newspapers called it a Jewish anti-fascist plot. Ettore panicked, fearing the return of Jewish persecution. He started his own newspaper to publicly demonstrate that Jews were patriotic and pro-fascist.
We are soldiers. We are fascists. We want to kiss the tricolour flag, for which we are always ready to fight and die.
There was no automatic reason Mussolini and Hitler would be allies, despite their shared views. They first clashed over Austria. Italy wanted it to be independent, rather than part of Germany. Hitler, however, had other ideas.
If one reads the very first page of Mein Kampf, Hitler's infamous book, the first thing he says is Austria must yet again return to the German mother country. And it wasn't just rhetoric, he meant it.
In 1934, Mussolini had made Galeazzo Ciano, his son-in-law, head of his press office. Just 4 years earlier, Ciano seemed to have made the best career move ever. Aged 27, he married Benito Mussolini's adored daughter, Edda. This relationship would end in a family tragedy of Shakespearean intensity. But in 1934, Ciano hero-worshipped Mussolini, imitating his gestures, his uniforms, and his speech. Ciano's first job was to ridicule the Führer. After Mussolini and Hitler clashed over Austria, Ciano briefed journalists that Hitler was a madman, hell-bent on world war. But the Duce's dreams of empire would draw him inexorably into an embrace with the Nazi leader.